probably an active perception check, but I will keep an eye on the hatch. Like if it's open, so I want to like pay attention on what's on the outside.
Sure. Roll it now.
Perception. That is a 13.
Got it. I'll keep that in mind for later. So you're just gonna sit quiet for now?
Yeah,
And
I'll
wait,
sit back.
bide your time? Okay, then back to you guys. Any takers on the list of spells?
Oh wait, where'd you put the list? Sorry.
Into the D&D chat.
Oh, okay. I thought you were, for some reason I thought you were gonna list them off one at a time to me.
No, the cantrips are level 20 or 25 gold pieces apiece, and the spell scrolls themselves are 50 gold pieces apiece.
These are all one-time use, right?
Correct. And the X, whatever number next to them, is how many they have in stock.
Hold on, I need a calculator.
As you're looking through, the elf behind the counter says, "Yeah, I'm a bit of a wizard myself, so this is pretty much my whole spell list. Can't really do much more unless you can bring spells from out of town, like a spell book or a grimoire or something. If you don't have the talent to learn them yourself, I'll give you a significant discount for any spell scrolls I make from the spells you bring me."
Hold on.
Like, I got some level 2 spells as well, but those are reserved. I gotta deal with some of the local guilds.
Hold on. I'm doing math, I'm sorry. I'm doing math.
Alright, I'm snacking. I feel like a hobbit when they come up to Isengard, smoking while snacking.
Huh. Huh. Hmm.
Who are you, that one onion fucking knight from Dark Souls?
Ah, see? No, how much? Can we negotiate a price for the entire stock? Because I am prepared to offer you, sir. Let's see, hold on. Um, 2,200 gold pieces for the entirety of your stock, which I feel like is a pretty fair price. That's 80% value.
Give me a second while I do my own maths, damn it.
Okay. Sorry. I'm back.
He just looks at you skeptically and says 3,125 gold pieces if you want every scroll here.
That's full price. I'm saying I'm willing to cleave you out, or I'll walk out to the next vendor. And I'm sure somebody else is willing to take their entire inventory.
Last session, you guys did realize this is the only real magic shop in town. You were kind of pointed this way, and it seems like the only magic shop that doesn't just sell magic trinkets. So he just raises a skeptical brow at you as you say that and says, "You're welcome to take a look, bud. I guarantee you no one else in town is going to have the scrolls that I do, and I can guarantee you that even if it takes all day to sell these, I'm still going to get my full price worth. There's plenty of guild members going in and out. What incentive do I have to give you any discount? You're strangers who are likely to disappear into the woods and never return. If you succeed, you'll never return. If you fail, you'll never return. It's not like I have to care about keeping you as a return customer."
You know what? You're right. But also, and I say this as if wanting to roll a persuasion roll, seeing as I have proficiency in charisma, I just want to be like, come on.
You know what? I'll let you roll with disadvantage for that slim chance of a confirmed nat 20.
Like, come
Because otherwise, there aren't enough dice in the world. You gotta confirm that nat 20, or you just gonna fail, bud.
80% is a fair price. I think, hey, listen, I rolled a 10. Yo, fuck you.
He just looks at you, and you see him look over at the sign and scratch out 25 gold pieces and write in 26. Scratch out 50 gold pieces and write in 51. Then raises his eyebrow at you.
Are you gonna make me do the math all over again? God damn
He
it.
shrugs.
I'll give you the 3125 right now.
Okay. What
He
you said
nods. He nods and then snaps his fingers, and you notice that it was just some sort of illusion.
Hold on.
And then he looks you in the eye and says, "I don't do every spell that I know."
Hey, you stood it done. He increased the price by like 20% and then gave him the discount.
See, somebody gets me. Now we're back to the normal price.
Fuck, hold on. Do I need that many cure wounds? Oh,
Considering you guys don't have a healer, it's up to you.
it's just making me do so much fucking math and it's making me upset.
Why? You just picked the 3,125 option, didn't you?
If it helps, I am picking climbing.
Now you can just copy and paste this list into your inventory.
Yeah.
The only math you have to do is subtracting the gold.
That's third my equipment. So 3151 is all I have on me.
3,125 is the total.
Did my headphones just die? Fuck my life.
You stole most of it. But this is also a small fortune in spell scrolls, Artie.
Hold on, give me a second.
This would be quite valuable for stuff like setting camps, having options mid-thing. You have to be able to cast spells yourself to use the identifier Find Familiar, but you won't have to pay to identify things if you can bring them a spell scroll and just have another spellcaster cast it for you. The main reason why people make it cost money is because Identify, unless you use it in its ritual capacity, which takes an hour and 1 minute to do, it will... What do you call it? It will, consume a spell slot. What makes these ritual scrolls different is that if you use it as a ritual, for the identify, you can keep one of the scrolls. If you cast it as just the 1 minute cast, it consumes the scroll. Find Familiar consumes it as part of the, what do you call it, of the spell. But that's because you may be casting a ritual, but I'm also making you not have to get the gemstones, the brazier, the fucking fancy ass shit to throw into the fire.
Alright, fuck it, let's do it. 3125.
Cool, then copy and paste that list of cantrips and level 1 spells into your inventory. If you can cast any spells at all, then you can cast those rituals. If not, then you need a spellcaster to cast them for you.
I just want to like just specificize this for the ritual spells. If you get like Wizard Adept or something like that, would you be able to cast as like a, let's say, a fighter?
I mean, as long as you have spellcasting.
Okay.
It's... what do you call it? There used to be a difference between ritual casting and spell casting. In that, like, you would need to take a feat to do the ritual casting on top of it, where you could do the rituals and all that, but I don't really care about that. I see no reason why, if you study as a wizard, you can't do a ritual. A sorcerer, you might have to make a roll in Arcana or something to see if you can understand the ritual. But I see no reason why a wizard who can fucking just look at it and be like, that's the spell structure written down on a piece of paper, not fucking understand the ritual.
Or
Fucking
like
ass.
even a cleric or a warlock should be able to kind of understand it. They
Definitely
kind
a
of-
cleric, definitely a warlock. I don't know, warlock used to be a subclass of wizard too, so maybe I'm biased about warlock because you used to have to get to like level fucking 11 or 12 in wizard before you, and find a patron of some sort before they would let you become a warlock. Now it's its own class, so it's a little odd for me.
Alright.
Like, why would a demon give power to a level 1? That makes no sense.
Because it's funny.
It's because
It's also
MC
risky as... It's also risky as fuck. At least in the old way things were happening. If you wanted to harm a demon or a god, you would hunt their paladins or warlocks. Because it was considered they had a fragment of their divinity in them, which is what gave them access to the powers. And you could kill them, claim that fragment for your god or whatever. If you didn't have a god that would claim it back for you, you'd have to find a way to claim it yourself, or it would just snap right back to the god. Or demon.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so we bought out the I bought out the scrolls. The only thing that might help us is guidance, maybe?
He shrugs, looks at you, and says, you spent enough time. You spent enough money in my shop. You got snatched by a bunch of snake people. They usually hang out at the edge of the red light district and the merchant district. And there's a house over there that's painted in a bunch of red and blue scale patterns. Pretty hard to miss. Probably gonna find them there. Just know, the place is either probably buttoned up pretty tight.
Fuck. Okay. Well, thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you. Now I can close down for the day and start working on tomorrow's batch of spell scrolls. Have a nice day.
See, I did do you a favor.
He shrugs and says, yep. Looking you in the eye, completely shamelessly.
Okay.
Now I get to get drunk earlier in the day. Fully
I'm gonna hand Urka 6 cure wounds.
6 scroll of cure wounds.
Got it.
It's just a basic healing spell.
And then I don't know, she's an orc, she probably wouldn't use any of the other spell scrolls.
Nah.
I mean, Actually, I can't say anything.
You know what?
Well,
I'm also gonna give you 2 spare the dying.
Okay.
Spare the Dying is a cantrip that stabilizes dying people, so they're no longer dying, just unconscious.
Okay.
Alright.
Sorry, I'm giving
So-
you general overviews of these spells as he hands them to you.
Oh.
Good to know.
So it's a healing spell and a keeping people alive spell.
You do notice that this information I'm imparting to you are on these little note card type things that had the price of it on one side and the, what do you call it? And the little instructions on the basic use of the spell on the other. You
Excellent.
notice that this is tied around what seems like a bamboo scroll case.
Yay.
They seem cheap and disposable scroll cases. So each of these scrolls comes with a cheap scroll case. When you use the scroll, that does not consume the scroll case. You don't have to use them for scrolls, but they are handy. I had an artificer friend who used them as bombs. After somebody used the scroll, he'd just toss him the old scroll cases, and he would convert them into pipe bombs.
Nice.
None of you guys are an
Cool.
artificer, though, but I'm just saying you have options.
Alright. Let's go find this fucking kid, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
We have to find the snake mural.
Alright, as I want to go towards the snake mural, but I also want to move very deliberately and reline my pockets with everybody else's shit.
All right.
Sleight of hand.
one day, one of your hands is gonna get chopped off, Hardy.
Shut the
Urk
fuck
already
up,
put
you
a
got
knife
kidnapped.
through Somebody.
Hey, I'll be there.
She already put a blade through someone's throat for trying.
Insurance.
There's no fucking way. Nat 20! Let's go.
That's lit.
Sorry, I have some die to roll. I actually made a much more comprehensive pickpocketing chart after the last couple times when I saw how much you were doing it, so it's gonna be a few die rolls. Give me a second.
Listen, eventually I'll get some sort of pluses on it, whatever.
There is a minimum amount of training that you need to do it, and I've considered the fact that you've been pickpocketing everywhere you go as training. Just remember, it's only been about a day in game, and
Yeah.
training takes usually at least a month, depending on your rolls.
Ooh.
Which, I mean, you've only failed once out of a bunch of them, and yeah. And there's this nat 20 throwing off that bell curve. Now it's more
Does
like
you
a
have a
bell curve.
modifier on it?
Now it's more like a bell curve with a hump. Oh yeah, I've been keeping track of all your pickpocketing rolls as if they were skill checks to let you gain proficiency in this, so I already had that
Yeah.
in mind. I literally have my notes here with a list of what your rolls were.
Who's-
This one just counteracted the roll that got you caught with the Minotaur. So you're back on the normal track with a little bonus from it.
Yay.
Okay, I need to add that into my notes.
I hate you
Aw.
so much right now. I hate you so goddamn much
Well,
right
you know
now.
what? I fucking hate myself. So fuck you.
No, it's because it's like I'm not sure how much money you're gonna end up with, but it's might end up quite literally making back most, if not all, of what you just spent.
Well, listen, not all value is gold, am I right?
Oh, absolutely. This is gonna have some gemstones in it too.
Oh, I forgot I had
And
those.
some other
Oh.
items. And you
Gems.
have that enchanted dagger you still had that you never got appraised, but you know it. You just don't know how much it's worth. You know what it does though.
I have a bunch of shit. You're right.
Yeah, yeah. Why do you think I just said I hate you?
Maybe I should share it with the party.
Take a feature, kleptomaniac. I don't have to.
You
tell
already
what
gave
it
me
does.
that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Take it again.
Give
Good.
myself an inspiration for that.
But also, I hate to remind you, that was my starting feat at the very beginning. That was my downfall, my fucking negative attribute.
I know. That's the joke. That's why I keep telling you that.
Oh, you know, fuck you.
You've been like that since the beginning, and that was written on your character sheet.
Oh, I had a suspicious scroll. I don't know what it does.
Hmm? You never got it appraised, did you? Only you had an identify scroll on hand.
Yeah, I'll do it later. All right, so we're walking. I'm stealing.
Hold on. I'm on your thing. I'm still. I'm like halfway through your loot chart right now.
Damn.
Well, I'm telling you, I hate you. So much. It's fucking. This is why I mocked you when you complained about the extra math.
The fact that I had enough money to do that is crazy. It had 25 gold pieces left over.
I automatically converted all your CP into SP because I am morally against using CP because it stands for child porn, and I really don't get why people use that.
No,
acronym
it doesn't.
fucking
It doesn't
everything.
stand for that. It stands for copper. You weirdo.
Or Call of Duty points or whatever, but everyone keeps using that acronym, and it makes me cringe every goddamn time.
Cheese pizza.
That, and if I actually give you it in copper pieces instead of silver, I'm gonna make you actually start keeping track of the bag of fucking coins that you're carrying around.
You know
like
what? There was a
weapon.
time. There was a time where picking up some CP and a cheese pizza. Picking up a CP and a blockbuster wasn't a bad thing, you know. It was just a normal
Yeah.
Friday night.
But then 4chan got involved. And they changed the context of that acronym entirely.
Apparently, all right.
I'm still typing while talking, by the way. I just wanted to let you know that.
It's okay, everybody. I'm getting high while I'm talking.
That's good.
I'm about to do it right after. Hey, fuck. Artie, I'm gonna let you roll this one just because
Why?
I'm tired of my. Roll a D100 so I can. tell
Why?
you what to do. I need to see how much this ruby's worth, and I'm tired of giving you shit that's more valuable. I'm hoping you roll low.
I probably shouldn't walk around with a bag full of rubies. 36.
Cool. This ruby's gonna be 360.
Yeah.
Don't write that down. It'll be on your loot chart.
Party inventory. I forgot about that. We should probably be adding shit to this.
Did you know your brother randomly, like your Simon, randomly reactivated his Instagram account? And it's just pictures of him looking majestic in different countries.
Yeah.
And it's actually like I think he was picking up chicks, but there's something like oddly homoerotic about it.
I mean, yeah, that's Simon. Most of what he does is a weird undercurrent of homoeroticism. Not that there's anything wrong with him being gay, but I'm quite certain he's in quite a
He
bit
posted a
of
picture of himself reading Nietzsche in Greece or whatever the fuck, and I was just like, oh shit.
I didn't see
They
that
put-
one.
They had this
I'm gonna tell you the
inspirational quote.
exact same- I'm gonna tell you the exact same thing I told him the other day, Saturday is when we did our Father's Day thing, because my dad was in Europe for that. Simon, apparently they went on a similar trip and like went to do their own thing in some of the cities. But what do you call it? Simon tried to show me one of his pictures, and it was something similar. I forget what it was, but it was him like reading a specific book in a specific place, and I just looked him in the eye and said, "Words cannot describe the amount of douche chills that just passed down my spine." And he just went looking excited,
yes,
just completely unamused.
Douche chills. That's the word I was looking for.
He just looked so disappointed. He's like, "Oh."
I love Simon. I'm glad he's having fun, but also, Jesus.
Anyway, back to this.
Remember when we had Jeremy's sister at your place that one time? And he came out with the gold chain and the wine?
That was hilarious.
No shirt. No. Open
Simon
shirt.
has a
Sorry.
specific way of peacocking that just makes me laugh every time.
Like if he had a rose, he'd probably have it like in or around his mouth.
I hate you so much right now. So the way I do this is that you get a certain number of rolls on specific charts based on how you did things. What role you got, where you were doing it, since you guys were in one of the wealthier parts of the red light district near the magic shop. This is where, and you were heading towards the merchant area. Both of those things were taken into account. Then you get a high roll, and because it's an area near the magic shop, you get the opportunity for magic items. And in this particular instance, you ended up snatching a shipment meant for a shop. Here you go. That one at the bottom is the shipment you snatched.
Wait, I stole someone's shipment? Let's fucking go.
Someone's shipment of raw materials. It looks like something for a smith.
I don't know who Smith is, but fuck that guy.
Like metal workers. Now you have 3 weird unidentified things. 4, actually, sorry. 4 weird unidentified things.
I should probably get them checked out.
You know they're at least above common if you can't just identify them innately. You know that. And that bag that you got the shipment in, that's a piece of loot too. That was actually one of the things on the Nat 20 chart, was one of those bags filled with a shipment of goods meant for a shop. Then I had to roll to see what kind of shop. I was really hoping you were going to land on the magic shop, because it would have been hilarious if you snatched the guy's materials after buying all of his scrolls. But yeah, you don't have to share the contents of what you snatched with anyone else if you don't want. Blast heads, the entire time you're sitting there watching the hatch, waiting for it to open. Nothing seems to open or go back and forth from the lower end to the upper end. What you can hear is at least 5 or 6 other sets of footsteps above you that seem to be speaking in that same hissing language as before. You count 5 of them down here in the basement with you, and at least 5 more upstairs.
Okay. No matriarch has come yet. No one has come to speak with me, or they drag me somewhere.
No, they all just seem to be sitting there, occasionally looking at you with mean glares. Excuse me. One of them walks over to you after around 15 minutes of waiting with a cup of water, makes you drink it, and then sits back down without a word.
Can I, like...
Yeah, hugs it.
I will say... Hey, guys. Let's...
I'm gonna send your dad a
I know you
picture.
guys don't like me.
What?
I'm gonna send your dad a picture of that.
Can you teach me your language? I want to be as respectful as possible.
Most of them just give you a blank look, and the one that seemed to be mad-dogging you before gives a hissing, sibilant laugh as he goes, "What makes you think you're going to need it for long?"
Well, the more polite I am to your matriarch, the perceived better mood she's in.
He shrugs and says, "Sounds like an incentive not to teach you, Elfling."
Well, you could also see it as making your matriarchs happier. If you... Like, for me, I would never want to put my mother through so much stress.
He just stares at you, blinks blankly, and says, okay. We're not letting you go.
No, I'm not asking for them to let me go.
You're speaking with a bunch of Naga males, bro. You know that they're not the most intelligent bunch. I know that, bud. Doesn't mean he knows that.
I will say, you don't have to let me go. It's more, me respecting your guys' traditions.
They look back and forth at each other, look back at you, and then laugh again. And then you take 1 damage as the one you were talking to backhands you across the jaw with his knuckle out and says, "Shut the fuck up, elf."
Okay, alright then.
As you guys meander closer and you guys are pickpocketing, Artie, Urka, you notice there seems to be a snake person that you guys recognize going up to the door of the building that as you turn the corner you recognize as the one painted in red and blue with serpent scale patterns on it. You notice that this matriarch that you see walking in the door is the same one that outed you in public earlier. She ducks into the door after looking around and over her shoulder. Blastheads, inside you hear more noises and hisses as one hiss sounds higher and more shrill than others, but is somehow more commanding. You notice this because of your passive insight. If you had to guess, this would be some sort of commander, and the feminine tones lead you to believe it might be a matriarch. Might be the matriarch you were waiting for.
Okay.
So, Urka and Artie. That's where... Hold on. Come on, you stupid thing. Sorry, I don't have a basement and stuff, so I'm loading up a town so I can use 2 different rooms, one for the first floor and one for the basement. Might be a familiar town to you, Artie, but that's because I looked through and the other options I had for this encounter apparently don't want to work. Let's go.
Okay,
God, I
my
forgot
food's almost there.
how fucking glitchy that was. And we can take a moment if you want, but...
Yeah, it'd be.
But we can also do the, what do you call it? We can also do Artie's and Urka's and, what do you call it?
Yeah, you can do that bullshit. That's fine.
And then if it comes to combat, we can then pause it. Because you'll be rolling initiative too, even if you're still tied up. But yeah, you guys notice the matriarch go into the building. What to do next?
Should we follow her, Cal?
I feel like we should.
Okay.
Are we try to do this stealthy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're gonna have to confront somebody eventually, but...
As you guys are discussing this, you see someone with what looks like bags on their shoulders, like shopping bags type thing, go up to the house, knock on the door, hand the shopping bags, get a few coins back, and then walk away.
Huh. Huh. We could also go through the front door. We could go through the front door.
Just go to the front door and, like, ask for him?
That sounds like a dumb idea.
Is it dumb enough to work?
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, what's going on with the shopping bags and stuff? I don't...
I'm guessing they fucking order shit. And that's what they're receiving, so it's like a shipping area.
Mm.
But I also don't want to give him any of my shit.
No. Should we try to talk to like one of them about how many people are in, or how many other Naga are in there?
No,
What do you
I think
think
you just.
Boss,
I think
can
you should.
talk-
We should sneak in through the back.
Okay.
There seems to be an alleyway running up the side that seems to lead to a larger alley that the rear of the building abuts against.
You know what? No. Fuck it. Let's go through the front door. If shit goes sideways, just start stabbing people.
Okay.
Okay.
Stealth disadvantage.
That's why I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, I was like, eh.
I walk up to the door where there's supplies and shit, and I knock
that
on
was
the door.
Front, that was the front door that they were knocking on to hand over these things. It wasn't like a delivery door, it was the front door that you guys were
I
staring at.
knock on the front door.
You see it open as a male Naga looks at you for a second, then his eyes open up in surprise, and he says, "Oh, huh. I guess I owe Fred a few coins. I didn't think you'd actually come.
Excuse me?
We were expecting you, Silverleaf."
What makes you don't call me that, first of all, and second of all, were you expecting us because you kidnapped someone?
Yes, exactly. He gives you
So
a
we
evil
have-
grin and says, "And I'll call you what I want, Silverleaf. What are you gonna do about it?"
Can I have him back, please?
He shrugs and says, "You can come in and ask the matriarch. Not my call."
I don't want to talk to the matriarch.
He shrugs and says, "Then you're not getting your friend back."
What if I like paid you money to bring him out and betray your people?
Persuasion disadvantage.
$19.
19. He bobs his head and says, holds out his hand and says, "Sure. How much are you paying?"
Let me see the kid first.
And let me see the coin first. I'm the one doing all the risky shit here.
I show him a bag of gems. Show him. Not give him. Show him.
Down payment.
Down payment? You're just gonna walk inside and take my money.
He just stares at you.
I want a
Neither
down.
refuting nor agreeing. with
I
his
want a
hand
down
out.
payment too. Give me his foot.
He grins at you evilly and says, "Okay," and starts retreating into the
I was
building.
kidding. I was kidding. I was kidding. Oh, we gotta go save him.
He stops and then puts his hand back out of the door and he says, "Then down payment."
I nudge Uruka in a way as if to say, "Hey, stab him in the face," and I grab onto his hand.
As you go to grab onto his hand, you pass right through the hand as the illusion disappears, and 4 men with spears behind the door thrust their spears out at your face. Roll initiative.
Damn it.
Okay. Artie was white. Urka was red, I think. We'll make him green.
15.
No, Urka, you'll be green because you're an orc.
That's racist.
Yes, it is.
I rolled a 4.
15.
Hold on, I'll remember those numbers. Yeah. Yeah. Give me a door, because you guys won't need it in a second. Bonus. No. Hmm. Hmm. Damn it, what happened to those miniatures I had? Had the perfect Snake Man minis, but now they're not appearing for some reason. I might have to just make do. Oh no, here is... Do. Do. 3. Kalmatar would have been on the steps there. Urga, you would have been right next to him. And Tay, we shall move over here, and we will say the rest of this building. So this building here is the basement. I'm making do because for some reason a bunch of the shit I downloaded isn't wanting to cooperate anymore. So sorry if this is a wee bit rough, but I am doing everything I can here. So this is Tay plus... Do. We're just waiting for him to get back so we can walk him through his part of it. And I am preparing this. Oh. So give me a minute to finish preparing the fight. I agree.
Yeah.
Right. Notepad. Track of an initiative. Roll these guys as initiatives. No, I already rolled them. Here we go. Okay. What did you get again, Artie?
15. Fitting.
Helmet card is at a 15. Okay. What did you get, Urka?
4.
4? And you are rolling with disadvantage for your initiative, Blast Heads, because you're tied up still.
Sorry, I had food in my mouth, but yeah. Let me just roll the initiative again. Oh, that is a 7.
You start this combat restrained. Okay.
What does that limit me to then?
Hmm?
Restrained. I'm just asking what the rules on that is. If you know them.
You have to break out of your restraints, or you don't get an action, and you don't get to move. You don't get
Okay.
bonus actions or anything like that until you can break the restraints. Yeah. So you notice that the door opens wide as this happens, Artie. If you're watching, you see 3 Naga standing in the extra wide doorway, now that you notice it, with one behind it. 3 in front seem to have choked up on their spears a little, and the one in back is thrusting his spear over the top of his friend's head. What's your AC? As the 2 in the front on the right go after you, Artie, and the one in the left and the one in the back go after you, Urka.
Okay.
My AC is 11.
And yours, Urka?
Mine is 12.
12. Urka and Artie. Artie, the one in front here that choked up on his spear hits you right on the edge of your rib cage on the right side, but it skates off your rib cage, leaving a long, nasty gash along it, but not actually carving into any organs. Take 3 piercing damage as the spear skates off your rib cage. The other one, as you recoil from that spear that hit you, flies over your right shoulder as it misses its thrust. Urka, one of them stabs you in the left shoulder, this guy, as it makes a clean, meaty thunk into the shoulder. This guy in the back pushes his spear into your leg. You take 2 piercing from the first one and 4 piercing from the second, as they hit you both with a surprise round. How did you like that ambush, Artie? You were too rude to the doorman. He was just an illusion.
They were gonna do that anyway.
Well, actually, there was a chance of you talking your way out of it, but not anymore. You're a bard, Artie. Words are always an option for you. Okay, so that's the surprise round. Now back to the top one. You're lucky I only made the doorman do that, and not these 2 in the back. Because otherwise you'd have spells flying in your face too. You are all in the first part, the upper floor of what looks like a spacious office building with a nice desk and stuff inside. It seems as though this is some sort of guild hall for these Naga. This is where you are, Tay. Locked up at... There is...
We cut out there.
Yeah.
This is the basement where you're being held, surrounded by these Naga, tied up and tossed into a corner. And these guys are all crowding closer around. Once they hear the knocking, they start hissing back and forth at each other. You hear them chuckling. From upstairs, you hear cries of pain that you recognize from your aunt and uncle. 2 of them were guarding the way up, the other 3 were milling about, but they all seem to be looking up now. It's not your turn yet, though.
Yeah.
6 would be over here. Naga 6 is gonna creep up the ladder and take a peek up through the hatch. You notice as he peeks up through the hatch, comes out in the interior of this room, which seems to be some sort of supply room or strongbox room, as you notice several containers full of valuables. You know they're containers for valuables because you don't lock up your milk in a fucking iron safe. Well, maybe you do, but then you're a weirdo. You people down there notice nothing of the sort, as this lizard man hisses something back down to his companions and silently slips through to the upstairs. This, one of the ones that went after you, Artie, the one that got you, is then going to laugh in your face, bring back his spear with both hands, and try and skewer you again with it. You're an 11. Hits you for 2 damage in the right shoulder.
The fudge.
Then this matriarch is going to laugh her ass off, and you see 2 of her lower arms start to cast a spell, as her 2 upper arms each raise a javelin. And she throws one at you, Artie, and one at you, Urka, missing you cleanly, Artie, as it whizzes right past your face as you recoil after getting stabbed. Urka, yours buries itself in your right shoulder. Take 3 piercing damage.
I just want to say this because it might be important. Artie Stalker is somewhere around, right?
I don't have to tell you that.
No, like, I'm just saying that for, like, just in case you forgot or something.
I don't have to tell you shit.
Exactly, I'm not asking for you to tell me anything.
Also, I fucked up. My AC is 16. I don't know why I said 12.
Oh. The fuck?
I know. I was like, wait.
Then none of those hits should have struck you as the javelin clinks off of your shoulder pauldron.
I'll still keep the 6, though.
The 6 from earlier?
Yeah.
No, none of those made it over 14. None of those rolls were over a 14. If you had a 16, they shouldn't have hurt you.
Well, I'm... Okay.
And normally
Okay.
I would say too bad, so sad, it's
Good.
your fault, but you're still pretty
Yeah.
new, so I'm being somewhat forgiving. If it was either of these 2 guys, I would have said too bad.
Well, thank you. I was ready to take the L anyway.
It's fine. There's some leeway to be given for new players, but that leeway only lasts for so long, so learn from it and move on.
Okay.
I was also thinking of using these guys, but I think I want to use this model sometime later, so I held off.
Ooh.
Right? Those would make some great lizard folk fire drakes. Anyway, so yeah, that bounces off your pauldron. Artie's, yours got missed. Now it's Kalmatar's turn. You done got stabbed a few times already.
I did get stabbed.
You gonna take that?
Can I cry real hard at them?
I mean, if you want to roll performance, I'll let you do it without wasting an action. Where?
No, let me see. It takes an action to use a spell scroll, right?
Unless it is a spell that uses a bonus action, but I think I specifically avoided those. That's why there's none of the other healing word or whatever, just cure wounds, I think.
Oh.
I didn't want you guys using your bonus actions on a spell scroll after doing your main action unless you found a way to actually make them or got better rolls on what was available in the shop, because that's based on a chart too. And once you guys get full guild membership, you'll be able to access their level 2 inventory for spells. And that is something he mentioned in there that you guys didn't ask about, but he said that his stuff is reserved for the local guilds if it's above level 1.
Yeah. We're level 1.
But yeah, it's your turn, Cal. And you're right here.
I know, give me
this
2
way.
seconds. Give me 2 seconds.
1, 2.
I'm gonna stab you.
I'll tell you what. I mean, you're gonna try. Isn't that the point? I am the NPC. I am the one who just hucked javelins at you.
Okay. Oh, I forgot I had panties. Okay, so I'm gonna use my dagger of stone melding. And I am going...
Yeah, that was from all the things that people were throwing at you when you made the performance that made the distraction for them to kidnap him.
Perfect.
Not criticizing you, just saying it's funny.
It all worked out.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yin yang.
I'm going to stab the Naga who stabbed me.
Got it.
Hold on. What does stone melding do again?
Melts things into stone, but they can't be living.
Oh, what the fuck?
Well, they can't be able to resist. You can meld an unconscious person.
You could. Don't you have that other dagger? Actually, I'm going to shut up. That is kind of metagaming.
I wonder where our nephew is. I can almost hear him.
You hear a commotion from upstairs. You heard the yelling and all that.
You said I can't take actions. Is those combat actions like and moving?
We'll get to your turn, and you have to actually break out of your ropes before you can do anything else.
So
Once
this
you're out
is
of
so
your
if
ropes, then we'll get to it.
so I can hide in stone is basically what it does.
You can, or you can stab somebody in the neck and let their body meld into stone. It's a good assassin's tool.
You step
use
into a stone object or surface.
Mm-hmm. And does it say anything about wearing or carrying things with you?
Yeah, everything you're carrying comes with you.
So if you can carry the dead body and then leave it behind, you can meld out of stone, knife somebody, drag their body back into the stone, and leave it there. It's an assassin's tool.
Oh, how many charges does it
Pretty.
have?
It should tell you.
It didn't.
Sure, I told you. Let me double check that. Oh, I didn't. It's got 3 charges, and if you let it get down to 0, it breaks. Recovers 1 charge daily.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Well, okay, it doesn't break. The enchantment breaks. You'll still have a dagger.
Yeah, I'm
No,
gonna.
okay, sorry. It's not a break. When it reaches 0, you roll a d6. On a 1, it loses its enchantment. Apologies, I misread that. It's from my own damn notes. So yeah, if every time it hits a 0 charge, you roll a d6. Only on the 1 does it lose its enchantment.
I'm gonna hit Erica with Bardic Inspiration.
That would be your bonus action, yeah?
And then main action, I'm gonna dagger the guy and then meld into stone with me and a spear.
What?
I'm gonna stab him in the gut, and while I'm stabbing him in the gut, I'm gonna take his spear and I'm gonna meld into stone with a spear.
Okay, because those are 2 separate actions. Disarming him and stabbing him. One of them would require a strength check on its own to disarm.
Do I still have a spear embedded in me?
Huh? No, it skated off your rib, and one of them went into your shoulder and then got yanked out by its wielder. If I say the spear goes in, unless I say it's stuck there, assume the person yanked it back out. Otherwise, it would keep it from bleeding freely. What's the point then?
You said inanimate objects, right?
Inanimate objects, or those living ones that cannot struggle. So if you stab somebody with meld into stone and they don't at least get downed, then the trigger won't, or then the property will not trigger properly because they'll be able to struggle against it. There's no DC.
But I can meld
on
myself
saving.
into stone. I can stab
Without a
someone and
check, yes.
disappear.
Yes.
Okay. I'll stab him and disappear.
The special property of this dagger is that you can either cast it on yourself or the person you're stabbing with it. So you can, if you drop them, you can let their body meld into stone without ever going into it yourself.
Okay.
But yeah, you can use it on yourself. Just stab them and then meld into stone.
So I Bardic Inspire Urka, and then I rolled the hit.
Go for it.
Oh my god, sick.
6.
I'm...
See him raise up his spear in fright, almost as by reflex, haphazardly, as his eyes go wide with fear as you thrust your dagger towards him, and with a solid bonk, the tip of your dagger embeds into his spear. As you pull it back, you both just kind of look at each other for a second like, huh, right before you get melted into stone.
Did it take his spear? Because I'm touching his spear, technically.
No, the tip of your dagger got bonked it. It didn't...
Okay, fair.
The action
fair.
was
it's a
stabbing at
6.
him.
It's a
Stealing
roll
the
6.
Spear is another action.
Yes, you're right.
I was a thematic thing that instead of just saying you missed, I made it funny by saying you bonked his spear. Showing you that he has a shit defense, but you just happened to hit something to, you know, give a nice flavor to that low roll instead of just saying you missed.
Alright, so it's your turn.
And you're melded into stone right here, because this is the only stone.
Yeah.
The whole building is, but you're in the staircase. Urka, he just tried to stab them and then disappeared. Now it's this guy's turn, one of the guys who stabbed you already, who reels his spear back and throws it at your chest. You have a 16. 7 piercing as it wangs you right in the chest. And he cackles maniacally while drawing a long dagger from his belt. This guy looks around, nonplussed that you disappeared, shrugs, and then walks directly over the spot you were standing a second ago, and tries to shank you from this side. I'm going to be nice in saying it's not quite flanking, and he misses. Well, it was like a 15, so I'm going to say you deflected off of one of your pieces of armor. Five's turn. You see this one turn around, hiss a few things, then climb up the ladder just like his buddy. This one nods, points at the other two, then points at you, and then follows suit and climbs up the ladder. The other two now nod as one of them goes... hold on, it's not their turn. Hey, you're up. You are restrained in the corner here, tied up.
Okay.
You are prone, left to sit on the floor. Still calling that prone for mechanical reasons, though.
Yeah, okay, so this kind of helps me. I will... Could I use, like, a skill point, like, sleight of hand or stealth to, like, stealthily take off my binds? Is that
Sleight
possible?
Sleight of hand would be the roll.
Sleight of hand? Okay, okay,
Uh-huh.
okay.
And then it would still be a dexterity or athletics check to undo the knot.
I will prepare action to stealthily undo my bind. If it's safe to do,
Sleight of hand.
next, like, after the two people I see, go.
No, it's one action, but the sleight of hand is needed to see if you keep it hidden. So you can do the sleight of hand and the untying this turn. If you want to still pretend like you're tied up, that's on you.
Halt and identify.
Sleight of hand first.
Oh, do I get my action still? After I break out?
No, breaking out takes your action.
Yeah, that's what I'm preparing.
But you would still have your bonus action and movement.
What I'm saying is I'm preparing my action to break out stealthily after their move. It's safe to do so. After their turn. If that makes sense.
No.
It's really metagaming to say after their turn.
So I see what they're doing. Like, if my character, I'm looking at this, I don't know how they're going to respond to...
Would this be the same as preparing to attack or counterattack? A prepared action?
Because I don't understand why you would need the sleight of hand if you're preparing your action for when it's hidden. Isn't that the point of the sleight of hand roll?
Okay, I just go all on.
I'm confused, Jim.
What is it first for the restraint?
Huh? A sleight of hand first, then either athletics or acrobatics.
I will be adding a d6 to this.
If you do athletics, you're breaking the rope. If you do acrobatics, you're untying it.
That is a 11.
For sleight of hand?
Yeah, 11 for sleight of hand. And I'm going to use acrobatics to break out.
Roll sleight of hand with advantage. I forgot to tell you that because you have a battle as a distraction above you. If you still fail, then I won't feel bad.
It's a 18, 20, 30, 20, because I added the 6 there. And then I'm going to do...
Athletics or acrobatics?
I'm using acrobatics. And I'm
Got
adding a D4 to what I got.
It's a gray
But
area, but I'll let it go.
But I could do that, right?
Technically, you're not supposed to be able to do it on the same roll, but it's 2 different checks for the same thing, so I'm counted as a gray area that's not really covered by it, and I'll let it happen. I'll be nice to you guys about this, because I'm not pulling punches with stuff like ambushes and kidnappings in this game.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm really looking forward to the Goblin tunnels. 16?
Yeah.
You said...
16.
You feel both of your hands come free, and you don't think the guards noticed you. You can definitely tell that you can move around. The ropes are still in place, but the knot is untied.
Okay. I stay there until my next turn.
Okay. You see this guy? Grin. You moving out of there. You were right to move away from there. I was about to toss the grease spell down on the doorstep and light it on fire. But these guys are very simplistic, so when you made an opening for the Nagas, they moved up to surround her. So now I can't use grease anymore without hitting my own Naga, which some people would do, but not this particular group of Naga. So now I have to figure out something else to do with him rather than cast grease and toss a torch at you. Was that mean? He's going to point at you, hop from foot to foot, and chant something in his hissing sibilant language. He casts Bane on you, Urka. We're so lucky I can't see you right now. Charisma save. Oh, to be fair, I'm pretty sure Artie would have probably resisted this. I'm looking at that one. It is a charisma save after all. 4?
Yeah.
Up to 3 creatures of my choice I can see within range must make charisma saving throws. When they fail that saving throw, whenever they make an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, which is up to a minute or 10 combat rounds, or you have to break concentration. Whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw, you roll a d4 and subtract that number from the total. 2. Then as his bonus action... Sorry, I had it all planned out until I already moved. You see him reach his hand deeper than it should be able to go into a pouch on his waist, pulls out 3 pebbles, and you see his eyes flash with a greenish tinge, and then the pebbles flash brightly with a green tinge. Right after that, the brightness goes away, but they still have a subtle green glow around them. He seems to be preparing some sort of spell. Urka, you're up.
Okay. So,
this is you, the green one.
yeah. Which one did the spell?
This one here in the back.
Okay.
Ain't I a
Whatever.
stinker? All he has to do is be able to see you.
I'm gonna use bardic inspiration, and I'm gonna stab the guy closest to me in the doorway.
And do what?
My sword.
You're gonna
the guy in
stab.
the
Oh,
doorway.
stab him. Okay. Which of these? Because technically, all three of these guys are within 5 feet of you.
The one in the doorway with me.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
This guy, the one standing over where Artie's melted into stone.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, you read the conditions on how to leave the stone, right, Artie?
Same spot?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's just same spot in the spell end.
Yeah.
Unless someone destroys the concrete. And it depends on what kind of damage they do to it. They can force me out.
Yeah, a shatter would do that, but I'm just saying you're likely to get covered in blood when you come out.
But yes, I read the spell, I know how.
Okay, so I have to do the D4 for the Bane. Right?
Yeah, but I assume that's why you... I assumed you were going to use that. The D6 is better than the D4, so...
So I got -3. And then
Let's see if they cancel each other out.
I got -3 and +4.
Neat. Now remember that Bane sticks around for every attack or saving throw
Yeah.
for the next minute.
Perfect.
And
You
you
could
done
also-
used your inspiration.
Even if
No.
you still miss, you can use their inspiration. It's actually pretty nice.
And then I got
Whatever.
16. So I got 16 to hit +1.
17. Oh, yeah, and roll for damage.
And my damage. 1. No, 4. Okay.
4. You slash across his chest from right shoulder to left hip, leaving an open wound as he reels back. You still have a bonus action.
Cool. I stab his gaping, nasty wound.
Go for it.
So I got 14.
Roll damage.
5.
Oh, did you take the -4 off that roll, or the minus
Oh.
D4?
And then minus
1D4.
1d4.
until
also
you
count
break his
on
until you break his concentration, or 10 rounds pass.
So -2. And he's the guy all the way in the back.
Yep, this guy, the spellcaster.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
chick is also, this is a Naga matriarch. This one has 6 arms, has a claymore in 2 of them, used 2 of them to throw javelins, and is casting a spell with 2 others.
Awesome.
You see several bystanders around just staring at the fight, a few of which are lifting up weird magical slates that seem to be the equivalent of recording devices.
It's like a schoolyard fight.
You guys did technically you did start a brawl in the middle of the safe zone town,
Oh.
but I mean,
It happens.
that's a you problem. You'll have to talk
And
to
in
him.
hell.
But yeah, you got a -2 on that, right? I said roll damage.
I got -2.
Yeah, so you got a 12, right?
Yes.
Roll damage.
4. 7.
You plunge your offhand weapon into his chest, and he screeches as he keels over dead. Right on the spot where Artie is. As he falls, your dagger wrenches upward from the bottom of the cut where you stabbed it in, and completely eviscerates him right on the spot where Artie has to come out. You gutted his ass.
Nice.
Naga 3 is dead. Cool. Several people start cheering around you. You notice that most of the people cheering are orcs. One of them says, "Yeah, got 'em, little lady."
Hell yeah.
This one hisses, looks at you, looks at the door, looks at you, looks at the door. Then you hear him harshly whisper something under his breath, like he's cursing, and start running up the stair, or up the ladder. Emerging. Hill. This one then looks... Hold on, actually. Yeah, that's the right one. This one then looks forward, looks back, looks forward, looks back, and then walks over here, leans himself up against the ladder, and plants his hands on his spear as he leans against the ladder and stares you down, Tay. You hear him grumbling under his breath something. It was the same one who spoke to you in common before. He looks right at you and says, "Someone's gotta guard your pale, stinky ass." And this guy is going to lift his spear and try to screech at you in anger as he attempts to skewer you for killing his friend. 16. As you turn at his screech, almost surprised by his vehemence, and as he does, his spear tip lands straight into your chest, right over your heart, and shatters. He looks down at the spear in his hand, looks back at you, looks down at the spear in his hand. You see him curse and then pull a long dirk out from his belt. He nat 1, so I broke his spear. Just goes to show I'm just as harsh to them as I am to you. Two. Who does number 2 work for? He tries to stab you, Urka?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. He stabs at you, hits you in the shoulder, right onto one of the pieces of your armor that's more solid than the others. And the impact jars the spear up the entire shaft, making him drop it, as he shakes out his arm, clearly in pain. He then, with his other hand, pulls a dagger out from his belt.
No way you that one as well.
Fucking hate that. Now I don't feel bad for doing this. As the Naga matriarch brings out 2 more spears. He hurls them both at you, Urka.
Aww.
1, 2, 4 piercing, 2 piercing. This lady's the one who hits above 16s regularly. She will then release the spell she had on her, which was... This is this lady's racial ability. You know that they can store a spell in their spellcasting hands. And they can be 1-action spells, but they're storing it for the right time to use. So she doesn't need the action that's been stored up already. Casts a spell upon herself that makes her outlines blur at the edges. She suddenly becomes much harder to see, much harder to concentrate your eyes on.
Holy shit, that's like a...
Sector weather alert.
I'm getting
A
that
large
blur.
sandstorm
I'm
is
getting
approaching.
that's like a... Is it second?
You guys are the ones who kicked down the door of a Naga matriarch.
Second level spell? I think it is. Am I right? It is a second level spell, right?
Yeah, but that's metagaming. Look, bruv, you guys are picking a fight at their home in the middle of the safe zone. There's got to be some difficulty curve where you're just gonna start storming everyone's guild hall.
Ben, I'm not complaining about the difficulty. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Like, I just like the spell.
Before you complain about balancing, all of our super high level, second level spells are defensive or passive buffs. An offensive second level spell would have killed them both at the door, so yeah.
I'm saying it's cool. I like blur and shit.
I really just wanted to kill you all without fucking making it a challenge, then yeah, there'd be a lot more than that, but I like Blur as a... I'm gonna make it even harder to kill this bitch while she hits you for little bits of damage as she goes.
That's fair.
How much HP do you have, Urka?
That's also metagamey, but I'll let it go.
I was gonna say I have 12. Am I down?
You just took 6 from her.
Because before that I took.
Nothing, because we had issues with your armor.
I know, but then I thought I got hit again, but I think I'm tripping.
Yeah, you took another, I think, 3 from one of the javelins she threw?
Okay.
So that'd be 9 you have missing total?
Okay.
Which means you're still on your feet.
Okay.
But you are bloody.
Yay.
So, Kalmatar, it's your turn.
Tell me what to do.
Plus, if I had offensive second level spells, combining this guy's Bane with this Matriarch's offensive spells to force them into saving throws would be pretty mean.
That would
Overlap one offensive concentration spell with another as a debuff.
be, you know,
But yeah, that's giving the Naga too much credit, though. The Matriarchs are smart, but not that smart. They're also very conceited and obsessed with their own personal power. Everything else is just disposable fodder to them. That's common knowledge for you elves.
Would I know what these things are weak to, or is this my first time encountering?
Well, they're Naga. They're weak to the cold and stabbing them in the face. If they're in water bodies, which they're semi-aquatic, you can use lightning as well. But they're pretty resistant to fire-based attacks most time. Well, the Matriarchs are. General fodder, like these Naga males here, is just that, general fodder.
oh,
I would compare their combat prowess, outside of game, metagamey, I would compare their combat prowess to the average goblin. And the Naga Matriarch is like 3 hobgoblins fighting with perfect unity.
would I know that about the?
Yes, all of you would know that because it's considered basic education for killing Naga. Again,
No,
they're
because-
mortal enemies.
Because
I'm
of
gonna
my
s-
backstory, I might have more.
Why would that
Oh,
be?
Probably absolutely hated them and fought the war against them.
Oh yeah.
Like,
No, but it's the same knowledge. You just beat it into your head a little better. He didn't. They didn't. let's put it this way: all of your siblings and like everyone who was related to your grandfather was given what was considered the family's basic education on how to kill Naga, which was essentially a dossier that has everything they know about how to kill Naga. That would be considered top secret and stuff like that for the average person, but for you, it's considered part of your royal training.
No, I was just asking if I got like more information.
No, you just got the same information repeated multiple times.
I'm gonna step out of.
Obsessed with making sure you knew.
Probably as a bedtime story as a kid.
No, the bedtime stories were the actual stories of him killing Naga.
I'm gonna step out of my stone mode
Make a
and
chance
target them.
Make a chance roll for me as you come
What
out
the-
underneath this guy's corpse.
What the fuck?
Don't worry, we'll get to this. Unless you nat 1, and it's not going to be too bad. I really hope I just jinxed it.
Nah, with poking into his head, he takes damage.
No, I'm going head crab style.
I rolled a 12 and I'm gonna use an inspiration.
I mean, you can if you want.
18.
Your head pokes up out of the stone right next to his tongue lolling out of his snake face. It startles you for just a second, but you manage the rest of it because once you start popping out of the stone, the spell doesn't stop just because you're startled. As the rest of your body kind of shoves him a little way out the way, you realize that the whole front half of your body was dragging alongside his corpse and is now covered in blood. But then you look down, notice how much of his guts are spilled all over the steps, and realize, yeah, that could have been way worse. And then you look down at his open guts and realize you could have come up directly into the opening in his belly and worn him like a hat. You're suddenly grateful. What do you think I meant by head crab style?
I pop a chromatic orb roll right at the matriarch queen.
Make your attack checks. You are whatever you.
I choose cold.
Whatever you use for your bardic spell casting will be your spell attack modifier for this attack check.
Would it be at disadvantage for him?
No. Why?
I thought I might be confusing with the rule, but if there's somebody in 5 feet of you.
No, it's shooting the person that is actually in front of you gives it.
Oh, okay.
If the person you're shooting is within 5 feet of you. That's how it used to be in 3.5 and other stuff, but it's a spell, Jim.
Pretty sure that's how that works in Baldur's Gate. I might have got confused.
It's different for spells and ranged attack checks. This is a spell attack check.
Ugh, 12.
If he was using a longbow, then yes, he would have disadvantage regardless, but no.
12 and I'm using my last inspiration.
Go for it.
16.
Did you guys all remember to use them, or get one more at the beginning?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, roll your damage, Brody, as your cold orb hits her square in the open mouth.
So it is 3d8, and if I get a matching pair on any of the dice, it jumps to another person.
I am well aware. Continue. And the closest person would be the spellcaster.
That is, come on.
So 19 total, and it jumps.
Finally, one of you guys uses an offensive spell that should have been an equalizer in this fight. Before that, I forgot that blur was on it, so your attack check would have been at disadvantage. Please roll that first.
No, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
I'll let you take back your D6 for now. If it, what do you call it? Or you can just apply it to either roll because it would have applied to either roll.
No, it would have stuck with the same rule.
Okay. Thank you. Take a D4 for being understanding about that. That was my fuck up. But you still hit.
19. It's 19 damage total, and it jumps.
19 cold damage. Fuck, hold on, sorry. I'm looking for the exact wording just to make sure I'm running it proper.
Oh, it's a target of my choice
where-
within 30 feet.
Where does it say it jumps?
You hurl an object, chromatic orb, the spell chromatic orb for 5e, right?
2014,
object.
right?
You hurl an orb of energy at a target within range, choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, thunder, the type of orb you create, and then make a ranged attack spell against the target. On hit, the target takes 3d8 damage of the chosen type. If you roll the same number
I'm
on
wondering which version
two
of the
or
spell
more of
you
the D-
picked.
5e.
Multiple versions of 5e. Let me check. Because if you just
No,
pick
there's
the one that
5e
says
and 5.5. Or 5 point whatever. But no, this is just straight up 5.
So I'm looking at your character sheet right now. Where does it say it jumps?
It jumps?
This is what
The spell chromatic orb?
Yeah. You hurl a 4-inch diameter sphere of energy at a creature you see within range. You choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder. Then you make a ranged attack check. If the attack hits, the creature takes 3d8 of the type you choose. At higher levels, when you cast this spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, it's increased by 1d8 for each spell slot above the first. I read that off of Tay's character sheet. Looking for yours, because I'm pretty sure that the one that jumps is the 2024 rules.
This is from D&D Beyond.
Hold up, I can check this real quick.
Player's Handbook, page 249.
If I do create character standard.
Which
Can you
player's
confirm-
handbook? The 2014 or the 2024?
2014. This is 5e. This is just normal 5e. I don't know what you mean by that. I just looked up the 5e rules. This is what the rules it gave you for 5e. So the best way to confirm if I'm right is just go to the player's handbook for 2014 and go to page 249.
Okay. I will double check that anyway, but I just looked up the 2024 and it has exactly what you said, but I will look it anyway.
It's
I could be
5.5.
mistaken.
Hold up. I know it is. That's the 5.5 one that jumps.
Hold on, I have the actual 2014 handbook open and I'm in the C's.
I'm like
Chromatic orb. You hurl a 4-inch diameter sphere of energy at a creature you choose that you can see within range. You choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder for the type of orb you create, and then make a ranged spell attack check against the target. If the attack hits, the creature takes 3d8 damage of the chosen type. At higher levels, when you cast the spell using spell slot of 2nd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for each spell slot above the first. That is the 5e 2014 rules which we're using. What you're talking about, I just found that by looking up the 2024 version of it.
Okay.
That is the 24 version of it that jumps.
Okay, so my character sheet is set on 24.
If you go into edit cloud like home for your main thing, you can you go to the sources, you get rid of homebrew, 5.5 rules, 5.5 expansion, subscribe content.
Oh, it stands. 19 damage to the queen.
Oh, you freeze her head solid and she falls backwards and her head shatters on impact with the floor. The rest of the Naga screech in rage and pain as she dies unceremoniously, as the cold damage does 1.5 damage, rounded up because you're a player character, to the Naga matriarch. As I said,
I do have
they're
5.5.
vulnerable.
Wait, hold on. I do have 5.5 off. What the fuck?
Hold up.
Sorry.
The other, wait, how the hell
Did you select it from the item list? Because I've noticed that even if you turn off the 2024 rules, some of the 24 items are still on the item list.
It doesn't matter. We figured it out. Let's just continue. I just killed the.
Take a D4. It was an honest mistake, and I'm not going to punish you for happening upon the wrong description. I was a little disappointed that you didn't get both of them in one spell too, if I'm honest. But yeah, she's dead. They screech in rage and pain, and that was your action. And I'm just gonna say your spell ended. It should be a free action to just let a spell end, unless it specifically says it's a bonus action.
No. No, I am gonna use my bonus action to give Erica another bardic inspiration.
Got it. That's 2 used today. Well, since you refreshed, you've used more than 2 today, but I'm ignoring the fact that you haven't rested between them.
Pretty sure that was my last one. Okay.
Say again? Is that your turn, Artie?
Pretty sure that was my last one though. I had one expel.
Huh?
That's great. I'm yeah, that's turn.
Well, okay. Good turn. Nice solid hit with Chromatic Orb. Close this, because for some reason it always makes the computer work harder for no reason. Get back to my notes. Naga Matriarch deceased. Naga number 4 is going to screech in anger and come charging straight at you, attacking recklessly, Artie. He tries to tackle your ass down the stairs. Grapple check for me. Strength or dex to resist. Saving throw.
Strength or dex?
Strength or dex saving throw to resist him trying to tackle you to the floor as he loses all reason, drops his spear, or no, this is the one that threw the spear, drops the dagger he was holding before and moves to simply tackle you to the ground. He seems to almost be frothing at the mouth now.
2. 10, I mean, sorry. 10.
He successfully rugby tackles you into the square behind you, where he pins you onto the ground with his body as he
Does that give
screeches into
Urka an opportunity attack?
And does it?
You know what? Fuck it, why not? But I'm gonna give you disadvantage because he's flying through the air with your buddy in his arms. Try not to hit Artie.
Fair.
You can hit me, it's okay.
Hey, she's a muscle-bound orcess. Some people would pay good money to have her step on them.
That's real shit. 23.
23 to hit with disadvantage? That's fucking nice.
And then wait, disadvantage. 19.
Still.
Not bad.
Well, Roll damage. Primary weapon, hand. And no, you do not get a offhand strike with this. This
Yes,
is a
no.
reaction.
6, 9.
9? Oh.
Yeah.
Artie, okay, we have to redo this. Artie, as he comes flying at you with the tackle, he hits you, pulls you off, but as he's coming down to wrap you up in the proper tackle, she puts her short sword in between his neck and you. As he falls straight into her short sword, she simply lifts her arm up, removes his head, and covers you in blood.
Yay!
You are still knocked prone, pinned under his body, and coated in his head blood now. As his head and neck part, his head goes rolling down the street as some of the other orcs start cheering. You hear one of them say, "I don't know who the fuck this orcess is, but I'm her fan now."
That was a lucky shot. That could have been my head.
And its neck blood
what?
continues to pump out spurts of blood onto your face, Artie, and sprays the ground behind you as well. You are definitely going to need a shower after this, and probably to launder your clothes. Okay, good hit, Urka. That was Naga 4, and Naga 4 is now dead. Whoops.
That's a good power round right there.
Yeah. Killing.
This guy. At this point, you guys hear more pounding feet coming from the back room. As the screech of rage, anger, and pain comes out of the guy that Urka just beheaded as he charged, you hear answering calls from the others. Blast. Hey, as soon as this screech happens, you see this Naga look up, look at you, look up, look at you, and pure unadulterated rage enters his eyes. Naga 7 comes dashing around to double his movement. Actually, he would have dashed too. This is the only one who would have been calmly moving forward beforehand. Hey! It is now your turn. You are no longer restrained, but you are still technically prone. Which means in order to get up, you'll have to use half your movement. This guy looking at you now has murder in his eyes. You can tell that with your passive of 14. Clearly something above went wrong, and he's about to knife you for it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. How far away is he?
25 feet.
25 feet?
25 feet.
That's a lot of feet.
And getting up from prone cuts your movement speed in half.
Yeah, I'll get up. Okay, Ray Frost is
Ye-
1-8.
You get up?
I will Ray of Frost him. From here, that's 60 feet range.
Oh yeah, you're well within range. Roll your spell attack check.
Ugh. I will roll a d6 with it.
Go for it.
That's a 10?
To hit?
Yeah.
He matched his AC. None of these guys are wearing armor. They're wearing clothes.
So, a hit?
Yeah. Tie goes to player characters, always in my campaigns.
Yep. 8. That is 7 damage. And Frost.
7 frost, which rounds to 10 frost. He's dead. You hit him square in the chest, and it freezes the section of his chest right where his heart should be. He clutches at it for a moment, then keels over dead as his eyes roll back in his head.
I just normally walk towards the thing as far as I can.
Here, 15 feet. I'm assuming
Yep.
your movement speed is 30, so you had 15
Yeah.
left. Another 10 gets you to the ladder, and then it's 10 feet up the ladder. It's climbing, but I'm not considering it difficult climbing because it's a well-made ladder. So
Yeah.
it will cost double movement speed to get up it, but it's not terrible. Is it your turn, Tay?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, this guy is going to absolutely flip the fuck out, screech bloody murder, and come sprinting at you, Artie. 25, 30. Perfect! While you're still pinned on the ground under this guy, he's going to touch you with advantage and hit you with a fucking inflict wounds while screeching something unintelligible in your face.
Me? The fuck did I do to him?
Actually, no. He would have. You killed his matriarch.
Wait. Did he just provoke an opportunity attack?
No, that's what I was just checking. There's a 5-foot gap in between. See? 1, 2, 3. Urka's the one on the left here. This is the square on the right that he ran through. That's why I did this, to double check it. Made sure that it wouldn't have been an opportunity attack.
Isn't him being able to stand near me, even in the first place, trigger the opportunity attack? That's 5 feet from me. Technically, it was 5 feet from me on the stairs.
He was from back here. He ran up to here, and as long as he doesn't move outside of the range of your melee attack, he's fine. If he moved from here to here, then yeah, you'd trigger an opportunity attack. But from here, he's still at least one space away from Urka, not next to you. Then he moves here on the staircase, which is adjacent to you, but then he moves here. But since that square is also adjacent to you, it does not provoke opportunity attack. He can move in this ring around either you or Urka, where he's within 5 feet of you without provoking it. It's moving outside of your attack range that does it. The guys who had spears just have a longer range because their spear gives them reach. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Avenues of human potential were explored.
I mean, so would the Naga Matriarch if you had a fucking one-shotter.
Sword masters and the mystical Jesuit sisterhood.
But again, this is still a starting town, so everyone here's pretty low level. Even with a couple levels under her, and she's not that hard. She's still squishy.
Oh my gosh, no problem at all.
But I am telling you,
Fiance.
But it's all moot. You had a what, 11 of your AC, Artie?
other universe, my
So
knowledge
you're prone and stuck under this other Naga, so that's definitely an advantage for her.
daughter, a girl
I guess.
Casts inflict wounds, which is fucking monstrous damage for her levels,
because of her obedience.
and misses entirely, as in his blind rage he doesn't take the proper time to assess where he's touching, and accidentally touches the corpse on top of you, withering it into dust right on top of you and making your ability to stand up
Because of the
easier.
forewarning of his betrayal.
The corpse desiccates, covered in necrotic energy right in front of you. You now have the stench of rotting corpse stuck in your nose, and some black goo and other ash and stuff like that. Definitely corpse dust is now stuck to your bloody clothing.
Spice shipments continued without interruption.
You are definitely going to need a shower after this, Artie.
Because of the Sardaukar, the Fremen
I'm
were
so mad.
eradicated.
I'm so fucking mad. Now, Urka, it's your turn. I could have killed him with that much damage. He would have just melted. He would have just fucking melted, and I had advantage. He was pinned under a corpse, and I fucking confirmed in that one.
All my visions lead to horror, except this one.
I
Leads to you.
Never confirms it when it's beneficial to fuck you guys over.
those two guys right now.
I had
The shaman's still alive, and you hear footsteps and screeching from the back room pounding in.
Okay, and then
I'm showing you guys these movements because unless they're actively hiding, it's considered general knowledge for you to know that there are 4 people in the back room.
yeah,
If they're not actively trying to hide from you, if you're in combat, you're aware.
okay.
A werebear.
No, none of you guys became a werebear or get the alert feat to become an aware werebear. Or become a cleric along with it, so you can become an aware, werebear, care bear.
Can I become a bear?
And then you go into the totem barbarian along with druid, so you can also become a bear barbarian. Oh god. You know, I'm just gonna keep moving on. That's so much fucking unbearable footage.
Unbearable.
You heard me. I had to get one in if I'm skipping the whole tirade. Oh yeah, it's your turn, Arca. It's these two guys in front of you, the shaman right here, and all these guys around. At this point, as soon as they see you start acting, you notice a bunch of other orcs, some humans, and even some other Naga sitting there cheering you on, screaming like, "Yeah, got them! Fuck them up! Cut off another one of their heads!"
I'm gonna. Let me see.
Oh, by the way, Urka got 2 so far. Already got the matriarch, and Tay got 1.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hit the one that's closest to me, not like in the edge of the doorway, but like, yeah,
This
not.
one?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with my sword. I'm gonna
Okay.
cut it off.
Make your attack check.
Okay, and then
You said you wanted to
no,
cut him in half?
no, I want to cut his head off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You'll need to one-shot him then.
yeah. So I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration
For your attack check? Got it.
for my attack check. So I got 13, but I'm gonna add is it D6?
Urka,
Huh.
I literally just told Tay that a 10 hits.
Oh.
Again, these guys are in street clothes, not armor.
Okay, that's fine then. Can I use so then for my damage 4.
Just 4?
Yeah.
Your short sword digs deep into his left shoulder, but as he turns with the blow, it goes down into his clavicle rather than removing his head. He's still alive.
Can
As
I
he
use my
hisses in pain. Yeah, you can bonus offhand strike.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Make your attack check.
25, well 20. Not 20.
Nat 20? Okay, so the way that works with a weapon attack is the short sword you have, right?
Yeah.
Your dual short sword, so that's a d6, correct?
Yeah.
So if this was like an axe that did 2d6, you would be adding 1d6 to it. Whatever the base damage die of the weapon is, you add 1 additional die of that type to it as a strike. That's the 5e critical hit rules. So
Nice.
instead of 1d6 for this, you're rolling 2d6 and then adding your strength mod.
Okay, perfect. Let me see. Haha. So 15.
That one cleanly removes his head, as with your right short sword stuck in his shoulder, you bring your left short sword across your body in an overhead slash across your right shoulder as you cut his head from left to right, cleanly severing his neck off of his head. As it falls backward, his body totters, and as it starts swaying from side to side, besides the cheering of the crowd behind you getting even rowdier and more raucous, you hear a gurgling scream as a big portion of the blood sprays his friend in the face, clearly hitting him in the eyes and mouth. He seems very disturbed and somewhat blinded by it. as this guy's corpse slumps over, headless, and his head rolls backward to hit the feet of the Naga matriarch, because she's really oriented this way, lying on her back. So it rolls over and hits her feet.
Good.
You still have movement if you want, but moving away from that guy will provoke opportunity attack.
Yeah, I'll stay with
If-
him.
Okay. Naga 2, he's dead. That's Urka with her third kill. Is that your turn, Urka?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy's gonna sprint and dash and foam at the mouth. Naga 8, I should have already marked as dead. That's the one you killed in the basement, Tay. Naga 1 is this guy, who's going to take his action to clear the blood off of his face. There you go. Your nat 20 bought an extra moment from that asshole.
Hmm.
Now, Naga 6 is going to dash, and you guys notice as he comes around the corner, he stops momentarily after seeing his headless matriarch's corpse with the stump of its neck frozen solid and chunks of its head frozen around, already beginning to thaw out. It's hell, it's hot. They stop for just a second, screech in rage, and then run the last bit of their dashing speed towards you guys. You specifically, Urka, since you're the first interloper he sees.
Yeah.
Kalmatar, you're prone. Covered in bullshit. Well, not literally, but you're covered in blood, corpse dust, and like putrefied fluid.
Can I,
And this motherfucker just rotted a corpse on top of you, and you know damn well that that spell was meant for you. Scary shit. I'm still upset. I wanted to melt you.
I guess if you're a pussy, it's scary.
Fine, I'll have to try harder to melt you.
I'm going to, I'm going from where I'm laying on the ground, I'm gonna chromatic orb.
Okay. You're within 5 feet of him, so you gain disadvantage.
What the fuck, why?
Because you're within 5, unless you're throwing it at this guy. This guy is within melee range of you, which gives you disadvantage on the spell attack check against him. You can still attack him without disadvantage.
What the fuck?
You can't attack him without disadvantage. You can just use half your movement to stand up and then throw it in his face. But, I mean, you're still getting disadvantage. You can then use 5 feet of that to step back here, risk opportunity attack from this guy, and then throw a spell in his face. You can do that. You notice the guy doesn't seem to be holding any melee weapons either. His claws look nasty, but that's it. You need to get some touch options for attack spells. If you don't have any, by the way. Touch spells are a wizard's bread and butter when they get rushed.
Well, if I may say this, Josh, it seems like with all the changes at the club.
I'm gonna stab up, I'm gonna stand up, and then stab him with a wounding, with a dagger of inflict wounds.
Oh, good. Yeah, I think that's what confused me earlier, is because that dagger has the same charge properties as the other one, and I think I described that dagger's charging properties, but not that. And I think that's the first charge of it you've used thus far. out of the 3.
No, I've used it before.
Oh, okay.
When you first gave it to me.
Yeah, to kill a guy
Oh,
on the
fair.
street.
Oh, right. Urka's not the only one who's knifed somebody.
I ain't got a stalker from it, so.
So I'm gonna. So first I gotta roll to hit, right?
Yeah. Standard dagger check.
It seems like the common trait here is
Nat 20. 22, but it's with a nat 20.
Okay, so the way it works for something like this is that the damage applies to the base weapon, not the spell. Does that make sense? If this was you casting it yourself and this was just the touching part, then yeah, it would cast the spell because the spell damage, the necrotic, is the base damage of the attack. Since this is based on a dagger, the base damage of the attack is the dagger. Does that make sense? So you get, what's a dagger again? A D4? So you get 2d4 plus your dex or strength mod, whichever you went with. Dagger's a finesse weapon. Then you trigger inflict wounds at its base level. Yeah. Time to roll, Artie. 2d6 plus mod, then inflict wounds. Everyone with the crits today. Both failures and fucking successes.
I guess it's just one of those sessions.
I mean, it is the first session we've had any real combat other than just knifing somebody.
What's happening? Or is Adi doing damage? Are we ready for?
Yeah, he's rolling. We need his damage, yeah.
Oh, fuck, was I muted?
Yeah. I didn't hear any of your...
6 piercing, 12 necrotic.
You shove a dagger under his jaw. You see his eyes bug out as soon as you put the dagger up under his jaw. You feel it get stuck for a second, and you then feel the spell trigger. Almost as if it's softening the upper palate of his jaw. The dagger then sinks all the way through to his brain, and you see the back of his eyes turn black as his skull begins rotting from the inside out. He then convulses on your dagger, and as he falls backward, his skull remains stuck to your dagger. As the rest of his body falls backwards and begins putrefying from the neck down.
Yay!
Artie got the shaman kill. Artie with both of the specialist kills. You got the matriarch and the spellcaster. Is that your turn, Kalmatai?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Weapon number 5. Sprint over here and hurl his spear at you, Urka. You gotta be fucking
What? Oh no!
He hits his friend in the back of the neck, dropping him. That's bad for you guys. I hope you realize that.
The next fire by chopping down 2 unbelievably shit trees.
What do you want? We can't fire her. We can't
It means that guy doesn't get counted alongside any of your guys' kill counts. Right?
Crazy. If you quit.
This one is gonna come up right here. And also throw a spear at you, Urka. This time, though, it's gonna go over your head. And you hear a scream behind you as a random person in the crowd gets hit by the spear. You hear the scream of pain, and then other people start laughing. At that point, you remember you are, in fact, in hell.
Around. It's all upside. All upside.
Tay, you're up.
Okay. Well, I guess I go up the ladder stuff. I guess that's what I'll do.
You come up here, and you still have 10 feet of movement left.
Can I get to a point where I can get a clear line of sight on them?
Yeah, these bars are actually here. They're see-through. You can fit a spell or an arrow between them. You just can't run through them.
I'll just like move towards them as well with my
5, 10, like that. So you're on the corner
yeah,
here.
and then I'll fire. Yeah, that corner's really good because I can use that corner as top cover. I can.
No,
No,
it does not count as cover. It just prevents people from moving this direction without zigzagging.
I will use Ray of Frost again.
Specifically designed this way so you can stick archers or mages back here and plug this gap. Ray of Frost, go for it. Make your attack check.
Oh, wrong sheet.
He looks very surprised when you emerge from the trap door, run around the corner with a Ray of Frost in your hand, ready to throw.
22.
Roll your damage.
4 frost damage.
4?
Yeah.
Just barely enough to kill this idiot. As you hit him in the neck, you see him clutch his neck, and you realize it wasn't the actual frost damage that finished him off, it was the water being frozen in his neck expanding until his head falls off to the side. Ice makes it expand. You froze his neck, and it expanded the water in his veins. Is that your turn, Tay?
Yep. All I can do.
For a second kill. The Naga Shaman is dead, so we're back to Urka. Urka,
Yeah, we had to find
all these guys here are dead. You see these 2 living guys left, this guy back here, and you just heard one scream as well as a Ray of Frost in the back. You could have sworn the verbal part of that spell came with your nephew's voice.
Yeah, sure, no, I want to check in with you.
Okay, cool.
Liking?
Clearly something's going on in the back room.
Well, the guy closest.
5
Oh,
head
it's just
feet
there.
away from you.
Yeah.
You move up
I actually
5
went ahead
Yeah.
and found some
10
of the
feet, and you'd be in the corner of his square diagonally to him.
Yeah, I want to move up and hit him with my sword.
Okay. You've only moved 10 feet. If you move here and then here, so you're in reach of both of them,
Yeah, awesome.
you can hit and then offhand hit if you want.
Oh, yeah, I'd rather.
You don't have to, just a piece of advice.
No, I'd rather do
So
that.
there's no guarantee you'll kill this one, but you're going to be in range if this one wants to hurt you anyway, if he only has to move up 5 feet.
No, that's fair.
I'll
No, I can do it. There just wasn't.
Go ahead and make your attack
So
check.
then I'm gonna hit.
You can hear whoever's saying something like, whoever's TV that is. Pretty loud. Continue, Urka. Thank you. Much better.
I rolled a 1, but I rolled 6.
You rolled
I
a
rolled-
nat 1?
Yeah.
You strike out with your right hand. As you do, the Naga raises the spear up in defense, bonks your hilt at the wrong angle, and your sword goes tumbling out of your hands. You are disarmed on your right hand. You can still do your offhand strike if you want.
I'm still gonna do my offhand strike.
But you did drop one of your swords.
Yeah, but I have another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the guy right in front of me who's Naga 5, so
He's the one I assumed you were striking?
yeah. So then I hit him with my offhand short sword,
Your left hand.
which will be 12.
Roll damage.
9.
You cleanly remove his head to raucous cheers with your backhanded offhand strike. You seem to be removing quite a few heads with that today. Only one of the heads removed was with your primary.
Is picking up my other sword, that's an action, right?
That would be your sheathing or unsheathing action.
Okay. I'll do that next time.
You still have that available this time. You just have to...
I'll just pick it up.
There you go. It just...
Cool.
The only reason that it did that is because there were no allies around, and a short sword is too sturdy to break on a spear, so I didn't feel right breaking it there. If you had struck someone in heavy armor, maybe.
That makes sense. That's my turn. Sorry.
Okay. Second, sorry.
On fire Urka today. Like, how much is that now? 5?
Just a trail of bodies.
That's 4 kills, and one of the ones that she didn't get credit for was their ally killing them, trying to hit her with a spear.
Yeah,
so she's got 4 kills, Tay has got 2, and Kalmatar got both of the specialist kills.
Sick.
So far. There's still 2 left.
Yeah.
Naga 9. Naga 5 is deceased. And 9 is already dead. Damn it, that's the one you just shot. Which means we're back up to Naga 6. Yeah, he'll stand over his buddy's corpse, so I'm just going to shufty that to the side. And too bad he didn't have 5 more feet, or I could have surrounded you for advantage. As he tries to shank you with his dagger. Guy already hurled his spear and missed last turn. I think I forgot to mention that, though. Well, he came around the corner, he threw his spear, but it shattered on the wall here. So he tries to knife you with your 16. It goes... You have chainmail, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It goes skating off of the chainmail that protects your ribs, doing exactly what it should and preventing the white-bladed knife from puncturing through. Galmatar, we're back to you. There is 2 left. Both of them are surrounding Urka. Well, about to surround Urka. Neither of these guys witnessed who killed the matriarch, and she's closest to its corpse, so they picked her to pick on. See what I did there? I'm just gonna keep doing dabs and drinking until you speak up, Artie. You are talking, we cannot hear you. Artie. Artie, okay. Okay, stand. Stand. Okay, stand. Dan? Sigh. Big sigh. Well, I'm not sure what else to do besides wait for him. We're so close to the end of this combat, though. Artie, don't fail us now.
Artie.
Where'd he go? What's he doing?
He's sucking dick, that's what he's doing.
Dude, what happened?
If
Sorry.
there you go. It's your turn. There's only 2 left, and they're both trying to surround Urka. Urka's now at 4 kills. You killed the matriarch and the sorcerer. And Hay has 2 kills so far. We'll see how it goes at the end with the count. And if you guys remember how this world works, you'll know why I'm counting your kills.
Yeah. So we get lives.
Soul fragment.
Morning, Josh speaking.
Soul fragment.
I'm gonna walk forward and chromatic orb, the one that's right in front of Urka.
How far forward are you going? This would be 15 feet and put you just into the doorway.
Oh, it has a 90-foot reach, so I can do it from where I'm standing. I can do it from where I'm standing.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. How far are you moving up?
Not at all. I'm standing where I'm standing.
And this is a stone staircase, but it's about as steep as it looks, so that is still line of sight. If anything, you're in defilade position.
Okay, yeah. Wow. Jeez, thanks for the heads up, sis.
It'll give you partial cover, technically.
What?
But yeah, make your attack check.
That's a lot. How did you do that?
I just pretended I was mom. I haven't updated the records yet.
That's illegal, Sarah. I really need to close that account.
I couldn't help but notice that the account had a bunch of overdraft charges over the last year.
Yeah, you know, like I said, it's really crazy over here, and I can't believe it's
Yeah, I declare cold, and I'm rolling for what again?
I can't believe you left.
Spell attack check.
You know what, like I said, it's the last time I'm going to say this. I had to work the night.
A d20 plus your spell attack modifier, which is your proficiency plus your spellcasting.
Nat 20 plus 5.
Nat 20. Okay, so since I told you how it worked with the dagger earlier, and that since the base damage of the dagger was the basic part of the attack, that's what gave you an extra die. Since chromatic orb is the base damage of this attack, the extra die that you gain is one of the die given to you by chromatic orb. Roll your damage. So, however many d10 you're supposed to roll or whatever, roll one more. $3d8, so it would be 4d8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you don't roll all ones. Well, actually, no. I'm pretty sure all ones would still kill him. Because it's cold damage.
30.
It hits him, splashes over his face, and freezes him solid where he's standing. This guy's dead, just frozen solid. Good hit, Artie. There's one left. Oof. Which means the Naga still gets one last turn. Unless
And my
can
turn.
kill him right here.
I don't have any bonus attacks.
His very last Naga looks around at all of his dead friends, looks at you, looks at his matriarch, and then pulls out a dagger and tries to shank you, Urka. fails horribly, and then spits at your feet with a look of anger at his face, clearly knowing he's about to die, but not willing to sit down and take it. Hey, you're up.
I will. Can I get?
It would take 25 feet to get around this corner and get this guy in line of sight.
Yeah, I will do that, but for the last 5 feet, I
You
will.
still do have 5 feet, yes.
No, for the last 5 feet before I move into there, I will do something cool. I will be casting chromatic orb, and with that I can use a thing called
You're using one of your meta magics, aren't you?
Tempest, yeah, no, Tempest magic. I don't have meta magic yet.
Ooh, Tempest
As a
magic.
bonus action, I can fly, so I'll fly around the water.
Woot!
As chromatic orb is kind of like frosty. It's frosty. Chromatic orb. As I say, filthy fucking thing.
And you guys just see the dude you were looking to come here and rescue come out all covered in storm, little bits of static and wind swirling around him, his eyes glowing the color of lightning somewhat as he comes around fucking things. You all have a little more respect for your nephew. Roll the hit.
I said 12.
Oh, 12? Sorry. Roll your
As I
damage.
roll for damage.
Roll your cold damage.
Yeah, the flights in the hotel.
Is a 13.
You hit him in the back of the head, freezing him, but the momentum drives him forward, and as the top of his body begins to freeze, he falls forward, and the parts that are frozen shatter. As the rest of his body, that's now half gone, lays on the ground, you see the frost creep up what's left of his torso and legs. You would have frozen solid, but he shattered halfway through it anyway. Combat's done.
Yo, uncle, you wanna steal some shit?
Hold on.
I steal all the shit.
I'm getting there, I'm getting there.
And also, he doesn't know I steal yet.
Yeah, none of them do.
Exactly.
I'm asking you if you wanna steal some shit.
No, you shouldn't steal.
For a few hours.
Each of you gain 250 XP.
Wow.
I think that might be enough to level us up.
Well, if you do so, then we will do so after I finish with the loot.
205, right?
What'd you say?
205, right?
250. 250 each.
That is a level up. I'm real getting it to level 3, I guess. Yeah, that does level us up. That's pretty nice.
Six of them left. Great sword. 16 javelin. One second. Mommy. Okay, so how in depth are you guys ransacking this hall?
Yes.
Well, I'd probably go into like
Got it.
was the area I in would be like where they would keep their valuable shit? If we
Yeah,
could
it's a
say,
storage room. The basement seems a little hidden under some barrels and crates. Like there's some scuff marks there that seem like they cover it when it's not in use. And you notice there were a lot more valuables down there. This above just seems to be like a general storeroom.
I'll prioritize like the bottom area, the basement that was in.
Hold on, you said yes, which means you guys are looting the whole damn place. You noticed after looking through some of the safes up the top, they seem to be not safes at all, but false paneled cabinets that seem to be looking like safes to fool people. They're filled with grain. You guys can start leveling up if you did get there while I'm typing out this loot list. This is a list you guys are going to have to share, though. It's up to you guys how you want to split it, but this is all party loot.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd like to party and probably put that in.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be copying and pasting it, then pinning it to the Discord. What you guys do with it from there is your prerogative.
Excellent.
Oh, this is really good for you, Urka. You get action search now.
Yeah. And I was excited for that.
Oh, we did level up?
Yeah. We got another 250. And
Oh,
I have 90.
I get a new spell. I was thinking like, what else do I get? I get a new spell. Yippee! Let's see my first level spells. Something to help. Sleep? Maybe no, we have sleep scrolls. That's shield?
Hey. Knock it off, bud. Mm.
What would be useful?
Mm.
Uh, disguise self. Charm person could come useful. Catapult. And oh, Chaos Bolt does that. Damn. Earth Tremor. No, I can't take Elf. Oh, Earth Tremor. Oh, hmm. I might take the jump one. Jump could come in handy.
Nice. And before you ask, no, you can't just check the spell books real quick to see what spells there are. That's not how that's not how sorcerers work. If you were a wizard, then yeah, you could flip through and be like, oh, there's this spell, that spell, that spell, and that spell. I can just pick this spell. But you're a sorcerer. That's not how sorcerers work. Oh, wait, sorry. I just sent that to Artie instead of the whole chat. My bad, Artie. There it is.
Woo.
One great sword enchanted. Definitely to go to Urka.
It is above common rarity, at least, because you have not been able to identify the enchantment, but it does glow with a subtle hint of magic. And you can
Huh?
see inscriptions on the blade that definitely look more elvish than any of the Naga written language you've seen. It seems as if this might have been a war trophy of some sort,
May
as there's
I
clearly elvish writing on the blade.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
hey, may I have the spell books? At least one of them. But they were your kills, Artie, so you could choose what to do about them. If you want to keep them or not.
Well, none of you guys are the kind of spellcasters that learn by studying.
I'm gonna be a cleric. I'm pretty sure they'll learn off studying, right? Clerics?
No. No. The
No,
fuck?
no, no,
No.
that's no, it's they don't learn from studying, they get it
Why
from
the
the
fuck would a
god.
cleric need to? They're the one that can change out spells whenever they long rest. A wizard has his fucking spell books. But every time a cleric long rests, they have the entire fucking spellography of cleric to swap their spells out with. A wizard has to have their grimoire, and they have a certain level of number of spells that they do know, and then a certain level of spells they can have prepared at a time. So they technically end up knowing a lot more spells than they can cast during any one encounter, because the number of prepared spells makes a big difference. A sorcerer chooses their spells when they level up only. There is no way to gain these spells outside of being Deus Ex Machinized by the fucking DM or picking one of the feats or multi-classing. When you do your cleric, when you do the change out spells on the long rest thing, you only get to change out your cleric spells, not your sorcerer spells.
Okay.
Sorry, it just spell books only really help wizards. But I like giving them out anyway, because if you can identify what the spells in the book are, you can literally tear out the page and use it like a spell scroll.
Oh, I see.
Or bring it to an enchanter or something and be like, yo, can you make me like 5 copies of this spell? I'll let you learn the spell and we can fucking, like the scroll guy that just told them that if they can bring him new spells, he'll give them a discount.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all the shit in this building. Oh, all those casks and stuff are in bags of holding, so let me give 1, 2, 3, 6 bags.
Well, we could
Holding.
also head back
There
to
you
the
go.
guild and identify as shit and then head out to the goblins, or do we just want to go directly to the goblins?
Like how you're just casually brushing off being kidnapped.
I was about to say, we're just moving on casually. No.
He just comes up after his fucking storm bullshit where he comes out all covered in lightning and shit, like blasts somebody in the back of the head screaming obscenities, then helps you loot. Is like, all right, let's move on to the next one. To be fair, that's some pretty hardcore shit.
Yeah, that's pretty
Can we investigate? Can I investigate?
Investigate what?
The area?
You don't find any more loot?
Not for loot, for clues.
You find a book with or you find a book cabinet in the office with a series of ledgers that seem to outline payments, salaries, almost like a bookkeeper or something. As you investigate closer, you notice that it seems to be the payment numbers given by local businesses in some sort of protection racket.
We got the unsent message too.
Yep. Not sure what else you're investigating for, but I gave you their books, so to speak.
Can I burn the unsent message?
No.
You want? It's on parchment. It's yet to be sealed with wax.
What does the unsent message say?
I grab it, hold it out, and firebolt it.
Well, fucking read the item descriptions of the items I sent you.
You're gay.
Bro, I sent it to the group chat, and I sent it to you personally. How have you not read it yet?
Oh. You guys can have all the gold. You guys can split the gold and stuff.
He doesn't need the loot.
I just see the sword and I'm like, that's pretty. I want it.
So that is.
You pick it up? Urka, you pick up the greatsword?
Yeah.
It binds itself to you on the soul level.
Yes. Best friends.
You feel a dark, creeping presence coming up through the sword, demanding slaughter and blood.
Oh, hell yeah.
Time to drink 8 casks of ale and then slaughter and blood people.
Are any of the bottles nice, or are they all like
The casks.
casks? Like, are they good, or are they just like?
They seem pretty good. At least one of the things of wine was taken from the lady's office, and it seems to be a better vintage than the others, but they're all decent.
I'll keep that one.
So wait, how many stories is the building that we're in?
Just the one story in the basement. You guys searched the place from top to bottom. Even found a crawl space up where an attic should be, but there's nothing up there.
So there's no way to link this to anybody else.
Say again, Artie?
There's no way to link this to anybody else.
Wait, what?
Do you have no clue going forward? Like, we don't know if there's another broodmother out there.
There's the name of their guild in your loot charts, along with the leader of their organization's title, and you're telling me that I didn't give you enough leads.
Oh yeah, and the message that they burned before we read it.
No. Part of me telling you what was in it in the loot is me assuming you at least read it first.
Oh, okay.
No, I wouldn't like burn it straight out. I knew you guys knew it, so I'm like,
Let's go to
I'll
it.
just go first, so it doesn't get out there in the wind.
Good.
He did straight up say he burns it.
Well, let's go back to the guild and investigate further there. They might have more information on this particular person.
I think they just kidnapped us because they're Nagas, and they fucking hate us, our family. Not much else, but I would also like to identify her weapon in my ring. So if you can find like an identification scroll or something like that, or somebody to do it, it'd be nice.
I mean, you guys have identification scrolls, and as I said, if you do the hour plus minute long ritual instead of the minute and 1 action to cast it, it's the same as casting the ritual versus casting the spell to consume a spell slot. If you take the extra hour to do the ritual casting, it will, what do you call it, not cost a spell slot. But if you take the regular amount of time, like an action to do that, however long the base amount of the ritual is, that will consume a spell slot or the spell scroll. You can prevent that from being consumed by adding an extra hour to the ritual.
I said that because my character doesn't know they have that.
That's true.
So I'm just like saying like, all right, we should.
But I'm just making sure they understand, because you said that to them, and they are both well aware that they have identification scrolls and were explained how they work. All right, are you guys heading back to the guild then? Back to the guild?
I mean, this is just a fight party. If we want to get down to who sent them and then hunt them down and murder them, we should probably go back to the guild and ask around.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go back to the guild without having done what we were supposed to do.
Oh, and those of you who saw the Naga Matriarch, which would be Urka and Kalmatar, you did notice that it was the same Naga Matriarch that accosted you guys on the street and called you out.
All right then. Before we go back to the guild, let's go. We gotta go take out that dungeon, right?
And before we do anything else, Urka, you feel a surge of strength in your soul as you now have 14 soul fragments.
Yeah.
Tay, you got that 3rd kill at the end. You have 13 soul fragments now.
I have.
Artie, you got 1 kill and both specialist kills. You are at 1 from the... That would put you at 11 because you get 1 from the standard kill, 13 because you would have gotten 2 from the sorcerer, and then 16 because you get 3 from the matriarch.
Nice.
So you already are at 16 soul fragments.
And I have 15 because I had 11 before.
Oh, true, and Artie did kill someone else too, so he'd be at 17.
Okay.
Two. So I have 15 for Urka, 13 for Tay, and 17 for Artie. Kalmatar. Okay. So you guys want to head back to the guild after this rush of power. You see big red letters above your head that count up. You see several people in the crowd murmur as they notice that at least 2 of you did not start at 10. You then all notice that there's still a crowd hanging around the front. As you guys walk out covered in blood and carrying bags of holding with loot, they start cheering as you see several other Naga males in the crowd giving you death stares who seem to be too afraid to approach. But you see pretty much everyone else in the crowd, orcs, humans, elves, dwarves, everyone else around are all cheering you guys. And one of the orcs on the corner says, "Yeah, fuck up those dirty snakes. That's what they get for always screwing with us."
Yeah. Fucking snakes.
Oh yeah.
As you guys...
I don't think I would be bloody, would I?
You know. Artie, when I say bloody, I mean Artie got literally covered in viscera, then
yeah.
corpse dust, then putrefied corpse juice.
Everything.
I'm gonna
Urka's got
use my
you got
press.
a bunch of blood on you, and there's frost on both Urka and Artie's clothing because they were so close to a couple of the impacts. But Blast, you were pretty far away from that. The only real disheveling you have is you look wind-tasseled.
Can I
And
use
you do
one
have some
scroll?
dried blood. You do have some dried blood on the corner of your skull from when they brained you in the first place.
Yeah, I was outside. I did take 1 damage. I'm like, it kind of scruffed up, but I'm like,
Can I use one prestidigitation scroll for all 3 of us, or is it 1 for each?
I'll allow it.
I'll use a prestidigitation to clean us all up.
But you gotta huddle in close, all 3 of you, in 1 5-foot square.
Group hug, everybody.
Your grime and blood disappears. Artie, you are taken aback for a second as the corpse dust and putrefied goo doesn't go away. Immediately, after a second or 2 of what looks like reality glitching, it immediately disappears.
I feel like you guys are so bloody. Tay would be like, no, I don't want to. And you force it onto him.
Sure.
Alright, I say we all take a long rest and then hit that dungeon, and then we go back to the,
There's no need for a long rest as you would have refreshed at the level up. But, however, you're still counted as being awake for this day, and that's going to count against exhaustion levels if you don't rest.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
The amount of days you can travel without exhaustion is based on your endurance modifier. If your endurance modifier is a +0, then after a single night without sleep, you start taking negatives to your stats.
Did we get rooms at the guild, or do we have to go back to the other tavern we have rooms for?
You haven't officially joined the guild. You're aspirants right now. Again, they wanted you to complete one of each of the types of quests, a raid quest and a solo party quest.
Yeah. So
Once you complete
have-
those, you'll be considered guild members in full. Until then, yeah, you got to have your own rooms,
we
which
have
you
those-
already paid for at the tavern.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so you want
you
guys...
literally rented those rooms before heading over to the other one.
So you guys want to go back to the tavern, go up to our rooms, and
Yeah.
identify it. I shit.
Well, if I remember correctly, you rented rooms at the Angry Bicorn.
We did.
Yes.
You're still staying in the quote-unquote guild hall. You're just paying coin to do it.
No, I thought we rented rooms at that fancy place.
It's top end.
Hmm?
We got
I
rooms
thought we
at
rented the
top
rooms
end.
at the fancy place before the Angry Bicorn.
It's called the Angry Bicorn, though.
No. That's the bar we went to afterwards. But we went to that really stuck up place.
Oh, right, with the butler dude who was an ass to you. That is in
Yes.
my notes.
Something
Oh,
Bicorn?
well, the Angry Bicorn is the bar that you guys went to meet with the guild people.
Mm-hmm.
According to this, check my notes to see if I named that. I'm pretty sure I named it.
It was something Bicorn as well. The Sleepy Bicorn?
Yeah. Because it had 2 Bicorns on the sign.
No, the Angry Bicorn had an angry statue and a sleepy statue. I know what you're
Oh.
talking about, but no.
No.
Because I was trying to draw a bicorn, and it says "clean the shit coins," and that was by the fancy guy.
Yeah, and according to my notes here, Gregory, the guy that was the fancy guy, is the butler at the Angry Bicorn. Unless I had 2 butlers, which does sound like me.
Did you call them both the Angry Bicon?
No.
No, one of them was named something else, but they were both had Bicorn in the name.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm gonna draw that.
Yes, they started to come back to me because I was also thinking about, is every place we go to gonna have some sort of variation of Bicorn?
The prancing Bicorn, that was it.
The prancing Bicorn.
And the butler there's name was Walter.
Walter White.
We head over there. We
Walter
have a
Butterman,
fucking long
thank
rest.
you very much.
Yeah.
You guys can set up your new spells or whatever the fuck. We gather all the equipment we want to sell. I can give you guys some spell scrolls, and then we can head out and take on the first dungeon.
As you guys are walking out, you see a hooded, dark elf-looking dude step out of the crowd for a second, waves you guys over with 2 fingers, and as he approaches you guys, he lifts up his hood a little bit and murmurs to you guys, Boss Ryu wants to have a word after you have a rest. Seems like we might have to make some special case for you all if you're this potent when you're still so early in the path. Talk to him tomorrow morning. We still need to put you through our paces according to him, but he might have some extra work for you on the side.
Yay!
He then nods at you guys and continues walking.
Hey, I want to adapt before you leave.
You're gonna give him a what?
Adapt?
Dap?
Dap him up.
Yeah, dap him
Dap
up.
him up.
What?
It's like a
You're so
handshake.
fucking old.
It's like a handshake, but it's like kind of bro-ish. Like,
I've honestly never heard that before.
It's like when you high five and you do a little half hug.
Stylized multi.
Oh, it's the pat and bro hug.
Yes.
Yeah. Ew.
You go to try to do that, and he holds up his hand to keep you at arm's length.
That's not cool, bro. Not cool.
You hear him murmuring under his breath. Somebody who works in the shadows would know better. Artie, and being the pickpocket you are, you get what he's saying. The rest of you are a little nonplussed.
All right. So
It seems at least
go back.
one person in the guild has caught on to your stealing, Artie.
I'm sure they have. Yeah, let's walk back, and on the way back, I'm gonna pickpocket everybody. And this would be a good place to stop.
Yeah, please, just make your roll so I can write down the roll and give you your loot later. This is why, by the way, he doesn't care about the rest of the loot.
Yes, of course. She's so happy.
No, they're stupid.
I bet you I gotta sit down and identify everything.
Also,
Yeah.
that guild sigil is basically what allows them to call themselves a guild in the first floor. The fact that you captured it is a big deal. You guys don't know that yet out of character, but in character, the fact that you in character you don't know it. Out of character, the fact that you snatch it's going to be pretty fun.
Listen, I feel like I deserve a reroll.
Tell me more about it.
What'd you get?
I feel like I deserve a reroll.
That doesn't answer my question. If you can first tell me what you rolled and then explain to me in less than 2 sentences why you deserve such a reroll, then I might be willing to listen.
3.
Interesting. Continue. I'm waiting. Waiting for you to justify it. You have the floor, sir. See, I thought so too.
Because if I didn't get a reroll, I would cry because I would fail the roll. It would make me feel bad. I would have feelings
All
about
I
it.
hear is an incentive.
Also,
And once so tempting, I will even.
I'm your
forgive
best
the fact that
friend.
was more than 2 seconds.
Also, I'm your best friend, and also, fuck that guy. I'll dedicate the next dab to you. How about that?
Artie? I'll have your loot for you next time as you all make it down the street without incident.
Yeah. Get the fuck out.
Yup.
Out of the reroll?
Nope. Well, I should say you don't get to reroll.
On a 3 roll.
Why would I let
There's-
you reroll it? It's a skill check.
No. Hold on. No incident, but I rolled 3.
Yes. You make
Alright,
it
carry
back
on then.
seemingly without incidents and seemingly with your pockets lined.
Yay.
I will get to the details on that next session since you said you wanted to end there.
Yay.
And then I'll give you guys over the week to level up. If you have any questions on the level up, you can ask me. And Artie, I will have your loot chart for you next week.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night.
Hope
Good
you
night,
had
guys.
fun.
Thank you, guys.
And maybe next time we'll actually make it out of the starting town.
Maybe.
To be
I've been
fair,
Ben.
I'll take this one, considering I kidnapped one of you. In my defense,
hold up.
he had it coming.
Yeah.
Hey, they're all dead now.
Bye.
Night, guys.
They're not completely dead. That's not how this place works.
Alright, Shay.